Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing a little makeup tutorial. I'm going to be showing y'all how I came up with this cool toned makeup look for summertime. For those of you who are familiar with my channel, you know how I feel about cool tone makeup, especially when it comes to things like eyeshadows, lipsticks, and highlighters and all of that. I do really like playing around with warm tones, especially this time of year, because yes, we're right in the middle of summertime, but I just wanted to do something different and do a cool tone look that you could also wear in the summertime. Now, of course, you could wear this look any time of year, but you know, I just wanted to change it up and do something a little different because I feel like everybody's just focusing on warm tones this time of year. So I really hope that y'all like it. So let me know what you think before we get into the tutorial. Let me know what you think about the look. So before we get into it though, if you're a returning visitor to my channel, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back and thank you for your continued support. And for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe while you're here today. And if you do subscribe, please let me know in the comments so I can be sure to say thank you, because I would be very happy if you decide to join my channel today. Okay, you guys, let's jump right into it. Okay, so I decided to just start the video at the point where I'm ready to do my eyeshadow, because we're just going to be focusing on eyeshadow, bronzer, blush, highlighter, lipstick, pretty much all of the everything except the base makeup basically. So I already have all of that done. I didn't do anything differently than I normally do anyway, but I did want to let y'all know that I'm wearing these two foundations mixed today. So this is the foundation that I did my first impression and wear test on in my last video. This is the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation, and I said in that video that I might try both of these mixed together. So I do have these mixed, so let me know what y'all think about the finish. But I also do have the Tatcha primer underneath it. I don't really think I need a primer with these two foundations in terms of the finish. The only reason I wore this today is because this cost $52 and I'm just trying to get my money's worth. That's the only reason I put this on today. But other than that, I pretty much did the same thing that I normally do. So we're just going to go right into the eyeshadow part of it. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes. I feel like this really wasn't the best day for me to do this type of video because I don't know if y'all can tell, but my allergies are killing me. So my eyes, to me, they look red and they look watery and they look like maybe I've been crying or something. My allergies are just driving me crazy today. So that's why my eyes kind of look like red and tired like. So maybe I shouldn't have done this today, but you know, we're in allergy season. So I'm going to start with priming my lids. This is the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. And if you guys have never tried this, this is like the absolute best thing in the world to use for eyeshadow primer. And it comes in different shades. Like I like this shade, but if you guys like more of like a yellow base concealer, I think the yellow one is called Soft Ochre, I think. But this is like the best thing to use for eyeshadow primer because it really blends out the color of your lid and it has like just the right amount of tackiness and smoothness, if that makes sense. Like it really helps your eyeshadow stick, but it's really easy to blend eyeshadow on top of this. Now, a lot of y'all already know that I like to use two different concealers on my lid. So I like to use something that's kind of bright on the bottom part of my lid. And then toward the brow bone, I like to use something that's a bit more skin tone. So I'm going to go in with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. And this one is in the shade Chestnut. And as you can see, that's a bit more skin toned compared to the MAC concealer. I'm like basically out of this, but I'm just trying to scrape the sides of the bottle and get every little thing out before I throw it away. Okay, so my eyes are nice and primed, and I'm gonna have to dip into two different palettes today. So I'm starting off with the Too Faced Born This Way. No, not Born This Way. The Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, and I'm gonna be going in with this shade here. This is called Cotton Candy. It's a nice like shimmery pink shade that's gonna be like the main color on my lid. And I'm putting this on the majority of my lid here. I feel like, I know I've said this in other videos, but I feel like I do my eyeshadow kind of the opposite of most people. It seems like most people like to start like in their crease and do their transition shade first and then do the lid. I like doing my lid first because I feel like I need to see how far up to put my eyeshadow because my the skin on my lids, they like fold over. So I need to make sure that you can actually like see it before I put in my transition shade. So next I'm going in with the Pretty Vulgar Nightingale palette, and if anybody else out there is into cool tones like I am, you would love this palette. This is what it looks like here. And I'm gonna go in with this shade here. This is called After Midnight. It's like a matte gray color. I'm gonna put that on the outer portion of my lid. And I'm just gonna start by like stippling it on. And then I'm gonna pick up some more of that same shadow but on a different brush, and I'm just gonna lightly drag that over into my crease a little bit. I'm not dragging this all the way in, maybe like 2/3 of the way in. So I'm gonna stick with the same brush, but I'm going back into the Too Faced palette and I'm picking up some more of that pink, and then I'm just going to blend right where the pink and the gray shade meet each other. This is just to help them blend into one another a little bit better. And then I'm picking up some more of the matte gray on another brush, and I'm just going to use this. This is just an angled liner brush, and I'm just going to put some of that like right on the outer part of the lower lash line. And then going back to the Too Faced palette, I know I keep going back and forth, but now I'm going in with the shade Mocha. This is just kind of like a basic brown matte shade. I'm going to use that to smoke everything out on the outer edges. So I'm just pretty much going around that gray shade with this brown shade. And I'm just softening up that gray on the lower lash line just a little bit, and then just softening out the edges. And then I'm taking this shade here, that shimmery silver shade. I'm going to use that for my inner corner, and I'm going to let it slightly overlap that pink on my lid. I like to bring my inner corner shadow up a little bit because I feel like it just helps to make my eye look more open. So that's why I usually drag it back out and let it overlap whatever's on my lid. Okay, so we will finish up with the eyes in just a little bit. So now let's move back onto the face. So even though we're doing like a cool tone look today, it is still a summery look. So I definitely want to add some bronzer. So I'm going in with my go-to Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. This one is in the shade 310. No, 310. And I'm just applying this the way that I would normally do. So I like to stipple this bronzer on, and I'm putting it like right above the hollow of my cheek and then on my jawline. And then I'm also going to put some on my forehead. I don't know why I'm holding the brush like this. It's kind of awkward, but but anyway, I'm putting some on my forehead as well. I love applying this bronzer. Like whenever I'm putting it on, I just don't want to stop applying it. It's just like very pleasurable to apply. And then I'm also going to hit my nose with this. So I just like to stipple this like right up and down my nose and then just brush it just a little bit. I'm just going to go over that just a little bit with my foundation sponge. Normally with this Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, I usually don't have to do this step, but I feel like I just applied a little too much just now. So I'm just going to soften that back out. So this is one of the Natasha Denona blush duos. What is the name of this color? Do they have colors? It's just the number 2 duo, it looks like. But this is what it looks like. So I'm going to be going in with this shade of blush for today. Normally I like to kind of offset my eyeshadow color with my blush. So like if I'm doing like more of like a cool toned look, which is what I normally do, I would prefer maybe like a warmer tone blush, and then vice versa. I just feel like it balances out the face. Like if you're having like warm tones on your eyes, then maybe like a more like a pinkish toned blush. This one I feel like is kind of like in the middle of being warm and cool, but what I like about this is that it's very, very subtle. Like I feel like, I'm hoping y'all can actually see it, because it's just like a really subtle blush color. It gives me like a super subtle flush on my cheeks, and I just don't want my blush to be like too powerful today because I have a lot going on my eyes. So for highlighter today, I'm using one of the Fenty Kilawatt duos. This is Sandcastle and Mint Mojito, so I'm going to be going in with the brown shade here. This is like one of my favorite highlighters ever because it's a brown highlighter with like silver sparkle or silver undertones in it. So I love it because of that silver color. But where's my highlighter brush? I can never find stuff while I'm filming. Like, I am so bad at that. But anyway, I really like this because of that silver that it has in it. But it'll work out really nicely for this look for today because, as you can see, it gives like a really nice highlight, but it's still like noticeable. I feel like highlighter is something that you can kind of turn up the notch a little bit for summertime looks because it helps add like the glow to your face. So yeah. Like, this is a bit more than what I would normally do these days. I am going to tone it down just a little bit. Lately, I've been liking like a really subtle highlighter. But for this look for today, I do want it to be like a bit more prominent than what I've been doing lately. I'm going to set everything with the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. This has become like another favorite of mine. I've been using this like crazy since I got it. I wish y'all could see my desk because it normally gets like really junky when I'm doing my makeup and when I'm filming, but it's like extra ridiculous today. Like, I have stuff everywhere. Like, I don't know I don't know how this happened because it wasn't like this when I started filming. Like, makeup just like appeared out of nowhere when I'm filming. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to do this off camera like I always do, my eyeliner and mascara. This is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and this is the Petite and Pretty Fully Feathered Volumizing Mascara. So I'll do these off camera and I will be right back. Okay, so here is the finished eye look for today. I actually put the NARS, what is this called? The NARS Climax Mascara. I put this on my lower lash line. I'm just trying to get some use out of this because I don't like it for my top lashes, but it does really good for the lower lashes. But I do have that Petite and Pretty on the top lashes, and I felt like I just wanted a little extra like pop in my inner corner, so I went back in with Sandcastle and I put a little bit of this on top of the other shade that I have in my inner corner. So let's finish everything off with some lips. So I'm gonna start off with the Steve Laurant lip liner. This is in the shade Vogue, and I am going to put this all over my lips. I'm going to start by lining it, but I'm going to fill it all in. And then I'm going to top that off with the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Diamond Milk. I kept going back and forth between this and the Quartz Candy lipstick, but I decided to go with this just because it's more glossy. Oh, now I got the lipstick all over my thing. Oh well. Okay, so this is the finished look. This is my cool tone makeup look for summer. Of course, you can wear this any time of year, but I think it looks really nice for the summertime. So let me know what y'all think. I hope y'all like the way that the look came out, and I hope that you liked the video today. If you did, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave today, and I hope to see y'all back here for my next video. Until then, take care. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.